Kenosha Public Library is embarking on an ambitious project with the help of community partners to get our kids back on track and create the workforce of tomorrow. Proudly nestled throughout the neighborhoods of Kenosha, we know that this community succeeds when we all work together. So we're inviting you to join us because the truth is, we have a serious problem that isn't being fully addressed. Our children can't read. Before the pandemic, 42% of Kenosha County third graders were reading proficiently, less than half. During the pandemic, that number slid to just 27%. And right now, today, less than 40% of third graders in Kenosha can read proficiently. That's every child in third grade across the county, no matter their economic or social status. For minority students, the numbers are even more dismal. 22% of our Latinx children are reading proficiently, and our Black children are scoring the lowest. Only 10% are reading at grade level. These scores have been trending downward since 2018, and the library has proudly worked shoulder to shoulder with partners across Kenosha, diligently focusing on raising that score. And we're thrilled to see our current initiatives proving successful. However, we know we are just beginning to address this crisis. Why are we so concerned with third grade reading levels? It's because we at the library know that literacy and the ability to read impact every area of your life. Reading instruction ends in third grade. Children must read proficiently by the end of third grade in order to learn the rest of their lives. In fact, studies show that third grade reading scores predict a community's future poverty, unemployment, and incarceration, which leads us to asking ourselves, what is the future of Kenosha, where only 36% of children can read? So we're proposing a solution, and we're asking you to partner with us to build the infrastructure the children of Kenosha need for successful futures. By investing in building a children's library, we're making a promise to the families today and all the children of Kenosha that follow that this city values their curiosity and believes in their limitless potential. It's no secret that our city is rising from the ashes of pandemic and civil unrest to rebuild a neighborhood suffering from the lowest literacy rates in the city. And the public library is proud to be at the heart of that recovery. The 7,624 square foot space just for kids from birth through grade 5 combines federal relief funding with private, corporate, and foundation gifts to purchase and finish the kids' library space on the first floor of the new Uptown lofts. This housing complex, on a site that burned to the ground during the 2020 civil unrest, has 72 apartments available for income restricted individuals throughout the community. The first floor retail space will host a locally owned grocery store and restaurant, and the flagship will be a new children's library, a space where we've intentionally designed areas for children to engage and sustain their curiosity with the worlds of ideas, experimentation, and discovery. And we've done it in a way that allows kids to learn at their own pace in a no-fail environment. Families will find activity rooms, a baby garden, book nooks, exploration and discovery areas, and purposefully curated interactive learning dispersed amongst 6,000 books for children. Bringing this dream to life simply could not be done alone. Kenosha YMCA will bring their elementary school achievers program so kids can get help with their reading and math and develop great leadership skills. Rook Pite Wind's Watershed Education Program will teach kids about our natural ecosystem. UW Extension will provide family nutrition classes. Kafasi will provide wraparound services for families. And the Kenosha Achievement Center will host early Head Start programs at the new library. Dr. Easley from Carthage College's School of Education is providing her advice and expertise as we structure programs and services. Our partners are committed to joining us and inspiring a new generation of makers, dreamers, doers, and fixers right in the heart of Uptown. And we've been asked, why the library? Well, Eric Kleinenberg, a University of Chicago sociologist, describes libraries as palaces for the people. The public library, he says, is the heart of social infrastructure that coalesces and nurtures communities. Kleinenberg's research demonstrates that people in neighborhoods with strong social infrastructure lead healthier, happier lives. And in times of community crisis, social infrastructure saves lives. And we know that in our modern society, we can sometimes devalue social infrastructure, but our forefathers understood its worth. Andrew Carnegie built over 1,600 libraries across the United States because he believed that a literate workforce was essential to his industry. Here in Kenosha, industrialist Zalman Simmons followed suit when he constructed the Gilbert M. Simmons Library in memorial of his son, but also so that his workforce would have free access to lifelong learning and the quality of his workforce would remain strong. Over 100 years later, the public library is still a place of shared discovery and learning where the future workforce is being developed. And as Kenosha looks for ways to inspire children to train for next generation careers, the public library is paramount at the center of that inspiration. We're happy to share that our project timeline is on track. The design plans are finished, the construction contract has been awarded, and interior construction has already begun. We're ready to get to work with a planned opening day in summer 2024. The Kenosha Public Library Foundation, with the help of the Friends of the Kenosha Public Library, is leading a $3 million capital campaign to finish the interior and fill it with furniture, books, and programs. And our campaign leadership team has been working diligently to connect with partners throughout the community, including coordinating a successful campaign kickoff, where we introduced 100 extraordinary women to the Kenosha community. 100 Extraordinary Women calls on 100 women to step forward and pledge toward a project they believe in. And in true Kenosha fashion, 172 women have stepped forward to make this children's library a reality. We have successfully connected with local corporations and foundations who have pledged support to this project. To date, we have raised nearly $1.5 million. This library is truly a community-built solution to a problem that affects every sector, neighborhood, and school in our community. So we'd like to ask you to join us in bringing this dream to life, not just for us, but for everyone who inherits Kenosha after us.